set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
That's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
A tackle made by Boye Mafe. The Niners at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Purdy.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Touchdown 49ers! Jerome Jennings hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. A nice little juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nifty move. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Throwing here, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Oh, he'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
best decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
On the option, here's McCaffrey.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
Get set.
Throwing on second down. Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake.
This one caught by Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get set. 18, 21.
Purdy now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
18, run, 18, run, 19, 18. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 27-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
16. 49ers 14.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
In motion, the tight end. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on, come on. Pass the 60, pass the 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going. Inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 68 yards. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
First and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Jones. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing Jones. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's got his man, Jennings. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Go, Shaq! Come 19! Cougar 19!
To throw again on second down. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Pass to 60! Pass to 60! Track to 60!
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. He's got room to roam. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
49ers 14.
They the kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Escapes the defender. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
46-yard line.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Jones. And that is incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw, Jones. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 54 yards. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
So able to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready, ready?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 4.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
George Kittle, with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
49ers 27.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And blocked down, but not before they're inside the 25. 122 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Again, it's Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49er.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 16-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to score. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Crack all 80.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did